Hello and welcome to this brief overview video for Orange Tree Sample's Evolution Jazz Archtop. This library runs in both the full version of Kontakt and Kontakt Player, and samples a hollow body Jazz Archtop guitar. The signal has been sampled direct from the output, giving a nice clean sound, so that the timbre can be changed using the many effects and functions in the interface. There are over 6,000 samples here, making up almost 4 GB of content. Round robins, both pick directions, and multiple dynamic layers have been captured for many different articulations. So let's start off by hearing Archtop in action. Here's the Archtop interface, and it should be pretty familiar to you if you've ever used another Orange Tree Samples guitar library. The main play page is for general playing and selecting articulations. There's also a strumming engine, chord recognition system, tone and effects panel, and a setup menu for tweaking the performance. I'll look briefly at each. You can select one of the 23 snapshot presets just here, and they all have their own unique character. This preset uses just the sustain articulation, but even with just using one articulation, you can hear the scripting get to work inserting correct hammer-ons, pull-offs and fretting noises, which are all played automatically. There are also a selection of effects and slides at the top of the keyboard here, which you can use to embellish your phrases. Here's another articulation that uses the palm mutes as well. In this part of the interface you can see the articulations are set to trigger by key velocity, in this case palm mutes from velocity 0 to 59 and sustains from 60 to 127. But you can easily configure these yourself. Assign articulations to key switches, sustain pedal, any MIDI controller number, or even selected randomly with adjustable probability. This is the tone menu, and here you can dial up amp and cab emulation and a whole host of modelled pedal effects: distortion, tremolo, wah-wah, reverb, EQ, compression, chorus, flanger, and delay. This preset uses the amp and cab modelling, as you can see. And of course you can change these settings to your taste. In the chord menu, you can decide whether the strumming engine uses your own held notes, custom chords, or realistic automatic chords, based on your playing. The keys here at D and D sharp also trigger chords in this mode. The harder you press, the more strings are played. A quick look at the strumming engine now, and if you've seen any of our other Evolution guitar videos, you'll have seen how flexible this aspect of the interface can be. I won't dwell on it for too long here, as jazz guitars are more often picked rather than strummed. However, here's a couple of examples. Of course, you can change the articulations, pick direction and length, and a whole host of other parameters here. In the setup menu, you can change all sorts of under-the-hood settings of Jazz Archtop, including setting up to quadruple tracking with adjustable humanization. You can also adjust pick modelling, dynamics, vibrato, pitch bend and legato settings too. Playing with the fretting and capo position adjustments can change the tone of the signal considerably. That's just a little taster of Orange Tree Samples Evolution Jazz Archtop. Be sure to check out www.orangetreesamples.com to listen to more demos and hear more of this exquisite jazz guitar in action. Thanks so much for watching.